go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
Guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over my top monthly dividend paying stocks and how to compound your money and build future wealth. Alright, and the first one we're going to start off with is ticker symbol MAIN. Main Street Capital. Now at the recording of this video, Main Street Capital is currently sitting at $41.77 a share. It is a REIT, which a REIT is a real estate investment trust. Now you're probably wondering, what is a real estate investment trust? Now, Main Street Capital pays a dividend of 20 cents per share, which is about 6% dividend yield. It is a safe monthly dividend paying stock, and they have increased their dividends year over year. And I expect them to continue to keep growing them year over year. So I got the stock appreciation, and I ended up getting the monthly dividend. Obviously, I'm still getting the monthly dividend now. We are at a point where Main Street Capital is at kind of a high buy-in point. So my suggestion would be, use about 60% of your buying power if you are going to open a position and hold about 40% so you could average down. Me personally, I'm not too worried about my average cost. Obviously I don't want to lose money in the long run, but I plan on holding this for many years to come. All right, guys. Now the next one is ticker symbol AGNC. And yes, AGNC is another real estate investment trust. I do love my REITs. Reason being is just because real estate in the long run will really never kind of die off, if we really think about it. AGNC is currently sitting at a share price of $16.21, paying 12 cents per share with a dividend yield at about 9%. Now, I've been loading up crazily on AGNC. The reason why is from my due diligence, I see anything under $16.50 is a complete buy-in. I feel like we still have a lot of stock appreciation to go with this. So you're not only getting paid 12 cents per share, you also have the room for the stock appreciation to run up. I'm looking for the next 6 to 8 months, a target price of around $22 to $23, realistically. All right, in this next one, not a lot of you have heard of, ticker symbol IDIV. It is an ETF, high monthly paying dividend ETF. Fairly on the cheaper side. We're sitting at about $10.26 per share right now, with a dividend yield at about 13.5%. Now, this is a good put together ETF. It is a little bit riskier than these other two monthly dividend paying stocks that I did give you guys. But if you do look at the stock price of $10, paying out a 12 cents per share dividend, that is very high. I've loaded up in the last couple months probably around 500 shares of IDIV, just because I plan on holding them for the future and just building my compound interest throughout the company with the drip of dividend reinvestment. Now, IDIV is made up about 52% stocks and about 48% of bonds mixed between that ETF itself. If you guys do have any questions, go ahead and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you agree, if you don't agree. If you don't agree, tell me why. All right, and last but not least is my runner-up. The runner-up is SPHD. I'm currently still sitting in them. I'm not adding any more shares to them. Reason being is the dividend did get cut. They have not been increasing their dividends yet. I do not think they will be planning on it. Reason I'm still kind of banking on them is I bought in very low. My average cost was around $32. Now we're sitting at about $44 and some change. The reason I went big on SPHD when I did was the low volatility I really liked. I knew the stock was underappreciated. As you can see, where I bought in around $32, now being about $44. Now my 60-40 rule, I follow that with everything. If it's a dividend stock, if it's a growth stock, no matter what I'm buying into, say I have $1,000, I do the 60-40 rule. So I take 60% for buying, 40% for holding. The reason I take the 40% for holding is, I buy in at a wrong time. That's my average down money. I'm in theory still looking to use the full 1,000 as buying power. I'm just not buying all at once. As always, do your own due diligence. Don't just sit and listen to somebody on YouTube and start throwing your money around. That's how you lose it all. Now, I can't stress it enough. This is the most important part. If you do not put the drip on to have the dividends automatically reinvested, this whole strategy does not work the way it is supposed to work. So make sure you do put the dividend reinvestment on and you're not just taking the dividends yourself and reinvesting them. That way it's automatically set. It's continually do it for you every single month and you really don't have to worry about it. It kind of just snowballs itself. And if you have extra money, you can throw it in to buy more shares, which does help the snowball effect a little bit quicker. The first couple of years in the snowball effect, you don't see much growth. It's more for the future. Now here's a little average that I put in basically to show you how it is when you get paid monthly dividends, how it rolls over year. Now this is without drip. Basically this is what you would get paid for the year, that year's dividend for the whole year. So you would divide it by the 12 and that's what you get monthly. Now if you add the drip on, you would be getting paid a lot more because every single month it is buying more shares, which is then adding on to how many shares it is paying you without you doing anything. So that's without adding money, buying more shares to get more shares. So, Now I do this with every single monthly dividend stock that pays me because I am not at a point yet where that will replace passive income for me. This is set up for the future to become passive income. These are my monthly dividend paying stocks that I will be holding for the future to continue to pay me money.